Hi everyone, my name is Alice and sometimes I get lost in The Sims, so let's get lost together, shall we? Today I'm doing another shell challenge and this one is by Simply Tiara. And I've been friends with Tiara for a while now. We met on Instagram and she has taken part in both the Nicholas Sparks collab and also the Lost in 75 collab and also in my upcoming collab, the Lost in Base Game collab that you will learn more about next week. So yeah, I was really excited when she uploaded her shell challenge because as you can see, it is a trailer shell and I just love the idea of trailers. I don't know, I just love anything like carny and circus and stuff like that, and I find it quite romantic, the idea of living in a trailer. I'm sure the reality of living in a trailer is so not romantic at all because you don't have much space, but yeah, I think they are really cute or can be really cute, and yeah, I got all out with this one. So my idea for it was to squeeze in a little shop and a living area as well. And the shop turned out to be a curiosity shop, or at least that's what I call it. Pretty much you can buy magical supplies and curious things. So I've got these little cow plants from Spooky Stuff and the familiars from Realm of Magic. Yeah, lots of these things, but I left off decorating the store for the very last bit of the house. I started with the living quarters first, and I at first had trouble figuring out the floor plan. So as you can see, I started with this single file stair, and also I'm just doing the bathroom on screen, and that will stay in exactly the same position, but the stairs will change significantly because I had trouble with the bedroom upstairs, but I edited the worst of it out, so if you get a glimpse of a kind of furnished bedroom, then that's because of that, because I didn't want to furnish the whole thing, then delete everything and then show me furnishing it again. So I deleted my first attempt basically. So the downstairs room is a kitchen area, and I also managed to squeeze in a little workspace. And upstairs there's a bed. I also used the corner sofa in the bay window, and I think that's really nice. And then I managed to squeeze in a wardrobe and a bookshelf. And it took me so much figuring it out. But yeah, it turned out so nice in the end. I really love this bedroom. I'm gonna do some more decorating later in the video, I think. Yeah, as always, my building process is all over the place. So as you can see, I used the countertops from Snowy Escape in the kitchen, and they are getting filled with a lot of clutter. And I used a lot of items from Jungle Adventure as well, like for example the windows I'm just placing, as well as the doors. And then I've got some items from Island Living, Spooky Stuff and Realm of Magic, and I think this is like the main packs that I used, although I definitely used more than that. But that should be like the main vibes are coming from these packs, because they all have in common that they have a bit of a boho, eclectic vibe, like it could be antique, stuff like that. And that's exactly the vibe that I'm going for in real life as well. So I enjoy building with these packs a lot. I'm also thinking about actually like yeah, having a closer look at these more boho style packs and like I don't know if you can call it a tutorial, but just like a guide to boho furniture in The Sims 4. I'm not quite sure if that ever will happen, but I'm thinking about it. Let me know in the comments if you're interested in that. And also what I wanted to say is that, well, you probably already realized that I started just doing one video per week, but uploading a few shorts in between, and that has been really good for me personally. It took out a bit of stress, and I'm having more fun with building again and also with editing videos and everything, so I think that was a good move, and I hope that maybe the quality of the videos is also better than it was. I don't know, you have to judge that. And I have this funny phenomenon, or I noticed this funny phenomenon on my shorts, that I now get some dislikes. And I think it's quite funny, to be honest, because I never had dislikes before, and I feel like, yay, I made it. I'm a YouTuber now. I got dislikes. And the really funny thing about it is that you don't know why. Like, for example, the video where I created Beth Harmon from the Queen's Gambit has just some random dislikes, but no comments saying like you didn't do well, or she doesn't look like her, or whatever, or I hate cast videos, or I don't know. Why do people dislike this video? I have no idea. Same goes for some of my Simstagram museum reels. I'm working on this project, the Simstagram museum, where I'm working on at least 15 backdrops for photos, so Sims can go there and have photo sessions, like on a date or with friends or whatever. Yeah, and some of these videos also got some dislikes, and I'm always like, I'm wondering about it, like, but just for fun. So I'm not sad about them or anything. It's just more amusing to me. Like, what do people not like about it? I mean, if you disliked something, then please leave me a comment and tell me what's bothering you, because it's really interesting. I mean, like, if there's really something bothering you, then let me know so I can maybe change it. I mean, if I feel it's valid, obviously. So, yeah, all right, back to this build. Yeah, as you can see, I'm just cluttering up the kitchen. So this build is all about clutter. There's a lot of clutter in this build. And this little shelf is from Spooky Stuff, and I think it's so pretty. But that's the usual Sims 4 problem. So they give you a pack with these cute items, and then they only come in funny colors. And there's nothing in just wood tones. And I'm like, why? Wouldn't it be like logical to have at least like one swatch just being a wood tone? I mean, for this kind of eclectic build, it does make sense. Why not have a colorful shelf in between? Why not? But I could never use it in a like elegant antique build, like a historical build, like a Victorian mansion or something, even though the shape of it would perfectly fit in there, you know what I mean? So, or if you want just a more minimal vibe, you just can't use it. So I don't get that. Sometimes I wonder if they're doing it on purpose so we don't get bored with the game, you know, because otherwise it would be too easy. So now I'm starting to decorate the actual curiosity shop. And yeah, I used so many different items. I don't know, does everyone have this shelf that I just placed in their game? Or was it like, if you had Sims at a certain time, you got this free update, and if you didn't, then you don't have it? I'm not sure. Because it was one day for Dia de los Muertos, I think. It was some special event by The Sims where we got this shelf, and then you could collect sugar skulls. I can't even remember how. I later go into debug and get all the sugar skulls to put them on the shelf. So your sim could potentially go to the store and buy a sugar skull, or own the store and sell sugar skulls, whatever. I forgot to mention the pack Journey to Batu when I said which packs I used. So Journey to Batu has these really nice bottle kind of thingies that look kind of magical. So they work really well in any slightly magical build, so I use them a lot. But I mean, if you want to download this and you don't have Journey to Batu, because I know a lot of people are hating on this pack, and I would say they are not really wrong, because the pack is kind of meh. I mean, I was really disappointed because I couldn't build in the Star Wars world, and I'm like, what's the point? But yeah, so what I wanted to say, if you don't have the pack, it doesn't matter, because you can just place some other items on this one shelf. So I don't think that I used Journey to Batu a whole lot. I think it's just some random bottles here and there. And these thingies that I'm placing now are also Journey to Batu. But yeah, these are all replaceable. The rest of the stuff on the shelves is mainly Spooky Stuff and Jungle Adventure. And what else do I see? The cat and dog planters are from Cats and Dogs. And oh yeah, I see the fishes from Island Living, but this is, I think, the only thing from Island Living in the shop. So yeah, I think if some items are missing, it doesn't really matter. So you can still use it. You should at least have jungle, adventure and spooky stuff to be able to enjoy this build. As you can see, I also included a SIMS table, I think it's called. I'm not quite sure. So with a glass ball. And I actually didn't try out the gameplay of spooky stuff yet, so I have no idea how it works, but I think the Sims can maybe see the future there or something. So I thought that was a nice touch, that the person running the store also can tell the future, and I thought it just fit the whole curiosity shop vibe. Or magic shop vibe, whatever you want to call it. I was actually hoping to get tarot cards with the pack when they first announced it, but yeah, unfortunately we didn't get them. But I would have found that really nice because I personally do own tarot cards and I like to use them from time to time when I want to get some clarity on an issue I'm dealing with. So actually, the way I see tarot cards, it's not like that they tell you the future or anything like that, but I think it's more like a mirror of your subconsciousness. So it helps you to connect with what you're feeling deeper inside. So that's how I see it and how I use them. All right, so I've placed some lights throughout the house and now we are outside. So I edited the landscaping down quite a bit because I felt it was very repetitive and it took quite a while to do it. So I was inspired by the world of Glimmerbrook and the trees that grow there, and I tried to make it fit into the vibe, but I also used a lot of plants from Outdoor Retreat. I think the most complicated thing I'm doing, or the most interesting thing maybe, is putting in a lake. And if you don't know how to do that, it's actually not super hard. So you're actually making a pool, and then you make sure that the walls of the pool are a dark color as opposed to like the white tiles that a pool usually has. And then you choose one of the darker water tones, and then you place a lot of plants and stones around the corners of the lake, so it hides that it's actually a pool border. And then we have some water plants as well that we can place. So at the end it looks like a lake, as you will see in a little bit. So thank you very much for watching just another speed build of mine. I'm so glad you're here. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so because it helps me out a great deal. Enjoy the screenshots. I will see you in my next video. Bye!